Wanted to do what's in your bag video. It all started with this little baby here. This was a gift to me from my aunt when I was probably 7 years old, and I was totally smitten with bags starting at that very time. And it has gone down to both of my daughters, and it's something I'll probably keep forever. But there's something about bags, and sadly I actually recognize people by what they carry than by their name even. So what I would like to do is do a what's in my bag. I've had the opportunity to watch several videos, and I've learned so much from everybody who does them. And it started as something I did to relax, and then I was really learning about different ways to organize and different types of makeup, specifics that are really very, very helpful. And what I've decided is that two things about a handbag. It's got to feel really nice, and it's got to be something that is actually very functional. And I have always been a big bag person. I have children, I have 2 jobs, and so it's always required that I bring back a lot of things. And I've always had bags that would go over your shoulder or crossbody. And I do recommend those, and I do find it very helpful. But I had the opportunity to go on a trip with my daughter, and it was for her birthday, and I did way more shopping than she. And I fell in love with this Speedy 35. It is a Louis Vuitton, but I never dreamed I would want it. I see a lot of people carry them, and I thought I couldn't handle just over the bag, over the arm. But I've since discovered I do feel very feminine, and it's just nice. It dresses up the bag, and I've had no trouble at all with holding the handbag by its handle. But I wanted to show you what's in the bag because through this whole process of bag searching, I have found different ways to organize my bag that really helps me, and I wanted to share that with you. First of all, keys are essential, and being able to locate them is a must. So I have my keys located here on the outside, and it's a little Louis Vuitton, so it adds a little bling there. But the function of the brass, it's very nice and heavy, that fits nicely on there, is easy to slip on and off. So I actually have no excuses to lose my car key. It is right there. So I put it back on this piece here, and I can't lose them. Then this little bag is also a very nice piece, and I wanted it because I fell in love with the red vernis. And I've since learned, especially while shopping, how handy this bag is. This little coin purse. It can be used for so many different things. I think I'll leave it on there, but it really comes off pretty easily. On the side flap, you can put in receipts. I actually surprisingly have my insurance, because God forbid I get pulled over. I'd like to be able to pull it out fast. And then inside the piece, I can have things like my driver's license, maybe a debit card and a credit card. So when I'm out shopping, this is very, very handy and very convenient to use in that way. Plus, it uses as a decoration. So a lot of times I go into a store, I don't even have to open my handbag. And yet I did go with the 35 because I do like to carry a lot of things. I like to have with me what I need when I need it. Louis Vuitton bags that have a zipper rarely have a zipper on the inside flap. And it's very small, and I thought this would be a problem because I've always had bags with a lot of pockets. But I like it better with just the one, because what you have in there will stay fitted in nicely. I have this little pad to write down notes when I need to quickly. And I have my little Coach mirror, and I love this because it's very small and compact, and it fits in everywhere. And this is so handy to have. I have a little pick. Probably should have used it before I started. And I love to keep the little Louis Vuitton pieces. Just really proud to own this. And then more of the Louis Vuitton pieces. Gotta be safety. And I just got this in, and it's a whistle. It's supposed to be extremely loud, and obviously draws attention when you don't want somebody giving you too much attention. Gotta have something for your breath. And I love this pen. It's small, it travels well, it writes well, but most importantly, I really do like my bag, and I don't want ink marks in the bottom. And so I like to keep my only pen in this front flap so that if it were to leak, it only affect the inside of the pocket and not the beauty of the inside of the bag. Now, here's another part that Louis Vuitton has on their Speedy bags, which is this little piece right here. And you can attach with your wallet. There's so many things you can do here. I've seen people put charms for fun, all kinds of neat things. But what I have is one of the little coin purses here, because when I need to pull out a business card for somebody, I don't really want to be digging in my handbag looking all disorganized and disheveled. So I simply have my card that I can pull out and give them, and it's really handy. So I love having my business cards in this. The other part of this bag is it's really easy. It's very spacious and roomy, and it's easy to lose your items. And so I want to be able to locate my cell phone very quickly. So I was fortunate to get this mini pochette, and I love this. I love the gold, and the gold hooks on to the ring. I think they call that the D ring. So it comes off like this, and it's very nice. So if you wanted to go to dinner and you just really wanted just a little bit of money with you and your cell phone, it fits great in this. So you have it to go with you. But I like it as it's attached to the D-ring. I can locate my phone very easily, which is important because I have a lot of business calls, things like that. So I like using that quite a bit. Now, the rest are just full of my little pieces. I do carry a lot, okay? One is my vernis. I forget what the name in French is for the red, pomme something, and it is my favorite. It was pricey, but I worked hard for it, and I do plan to keep this for a lifetime. The only complaint about it is that it wasn't long before it started sharing wear. And yes, I use this all the time, but I'm also very careful with it. So I was a little disappointed in that. But it's such a nice presentation to pull out this zippy and go around. It protects everything on the inside, and it is completely nice to be able to find the little things. And it's standard. I can keep my checks, I can keep cash. And what I love also, the lots of places to put credit cards, but I love this little pocket here to put in whatever. And I like to keep my stamps, something I might need to locate very quickly. And of course you have your zippy part. I don't like to keep too much change in there, but I love this wallet, and it goes, I like the red vernis because it goes with any of the Louis Vuitton bags. It just fits in nicely, and I'm finding it really just goes with any bag. It's just a great color, and it's been a very functional piece and one I will enjoy hopefully for a very, very long time. I have my prescription sunglasses. I love these. They're my Lacoste. And it was a little tricky getting the prescriptions, but I have those, and they're very handy because I can't stand the bright light in my eyes. I have another pochette. This is the largest kind they had. I did eBay. I would love to go into how to recognize the real. I had to work diligently to find that. This little piece also comes loose. You can attach it to the D-ring. You could use it as a little bag. So I like the flexibility. If I go in, and if I'm traveling, I'm in a hotel, and I just want to do some quick shopping and not carry the full Speedy, I can just grab this piece and go. I would like to get this long chain that attaches to it. I haven't seen it for sale lately, and to make it even longer around the strap. I've seen somebody use that. Okay, inside here, I have several items. This is just a little Advil case, but I like to keep in different types of over-the-counter medications that I might need. You never know with the Midol, but Excedrin and just ibuprofen, Advil, something like that. So that's very handy. Gum is always good. And right now I'm really into this Trident Layers gum. And the last one is this Cool Mint Melon Fresco. It is fabulous. I'm addicted to this gum. It helps your breath, of course, but it's just very tasty, and the taste stays with me a long time. But because I like variety, I also have the Trident Layers Green Apple Golden Pineapple with this also. You gotta keep your hands safe, and this is from Bath & Body Works. Where I live, we don't have a lot of cosmetic stores, and so I've really grown accustomed to Bath & Body and really appreciate their products, but they always have fun little things that come out. And then I have floss. This comes in so handy after you've eaten, before a meeting, before teaching a class. This is great to make sure that all is well there. I have a little traveling pencil, And I have a little flashlight. I love this little guy. It's used great for reading at nighttime, or if I'm out in the dark and I need something quick, I like it. And it all fits nicely in this bag, so I know where it is every time. With my son's diabetes, I always keep my glucose tablets with me because if he's with me and he's feeling low blood sugar, I want him to be satisfied. I also get low blood sugar, so I like to carry these little candies. These are little blow pop. Cherry's my favorite, so I always dig that out of the package. And I can't stand my hair down all day, so I like to have these little scrunchies. And I happen to have two, you never know. And then this is always handy. It's a mini Tide, and this is great to get out all kinds of stains, so I like having that. I like being prepared, what can I say? And because of my glasses and sunglasses, these are traveling little glass cleaners. And I have a little Coach perfume. It travels. It smells great. I love these because I'm always fearful with the little glass bottles that it could break. So I really like having this. I use it quite a bit. And then I just have a little barrette that starts catching little catch-alls. And this looks geeky, but you know, sometimes you got to have the hair pulled back. The bangs, you just can't take it anymore. I love this. It sounds silly, but I mentioned I love bags. This is true, and sometimes I want to take measurements, or obviously tape measure. You can use it for all kinds of things, and so I like to have my tape measure because I use it for surprisingly many things to check out. And lately I've been doing some construction at my house, and so it's been really handy to have that. And then a little pocket knife, and I like it mostly because it has a little scissors, but the little tweezers are nice, so it's good for traveling. That took a while, but that helps a bunch. We are getting close to the end. I have another pochette. You really could use any bag. I just have fallen in love with this brand, and I like to save up for it, and I just appreciate them so much, and I do plan to keep it for a long time. I have the checkbook. This is very nice. I have two accounts, so I keep both of them in here, and that's very handy to have. You don't need it all the time with the debit cards, but they're good to have. Tissues are a must, and then the rest are different receipts. Let's see, I've got Tic Tacs. That's always a good idea. And I have little cards to different places. I know my daughter loves Justice, so I have those coupons and different things like that. And just some candy. I found these charms. This ages me, but this shows candy when I was a kid, and I thought that was fun, so I picked that up just for grins. Okay. Also in here is this Dooney and Burke makeup case, and I've really had this for years and years, but it's very handy. I like the tube. It holds a lot. It does have a little ring, but I've never taken advantage of that. The zipper, I can't believe it still works, but it's kind of gross. It's got all my makeup, but I like to keep different colored chapsticks, and Burt's Bees has been my favorite because I have to keep my lips moisturized all the time. But I have other products, and just have my little blush, and some of you do so much better on the makeup that I will leave that to you. But it's nice to have the little essentials with me at all times. And well, I even have a little thing I can do work on, a little thumb drive. Holds lots of information. And then I have a little key thing. My grandmother years ago had one, and I really love it. So I splurged and got this, and I like having my keys. And as many of you know, with the Speedies, it has a little lock, which is absolutely one of my favorite things about this bag. And I thought it would be fun to add a key on the little ring here. So it's just kind of a fun little piece there. And I would know where to find it if I ever were to want to lock up the bag or to change the lock. So that's fun. And then here is a thing that many of you have seen. If there's a table, you set this on the table, and then you can put your bag, because I do believe we work hard for these items. We should take care of them, and they will stay with you for a very, very long time. And the last thing, which I'm really glad I have, and surprisingly I haven't used this very much at all, but it is the strap that you can purchase. I believe you cannot get this online. You have to get them in the stores, and in the Louis Vuitton stores. And a lot of times the Louis Vuitton stores don't allow you, they don't have these items in. These are just extras. They don't really come, they don't come with the bag. But what they do is they provide the lock, which is very traditional, the Louis Vuitton. And you can hook it on one side and then crisscross to the other side. And then you can carry it over your shoulder. or you can carry it across body. And a lot of times shopping, you want to keep your hands free. So I like having that option. This has been a lot of fun to do, and I hope I get to see you guys again very soon. Thanks.